So we will just talk about another topic, pragmatism. Pragmatism, something which is a very practical aspect. Okay, so let us see the definition of pragmatism. Pragmatism is the philosophical view that reality is based on the consequences of human action. What you do, there will be something product. So if you are doing something through this, pragmatism means there is some practical aspects rather than any fixed or absolute principle. This entire you have to do no like it. What you are doing after that, what the consequences, the result. This is that something. So pragmatists believe that there are no external or universal values, only relative and situational one. So here talking about that there is not universal values, morality, this and that you have to do no. There the definition of pragmatism, they are saying that if you are doing something that there is an consequence. So we will understand in the next slide. John Dewey. John Dewey is talking. He was American philosopher, educator, who was one of the founder of the pragmatism. There are other founders there. So he advocates a progressive and democratic approach to education. They emphasize learning by doing, problem solving, and social interaction. So John Dewey is saying that. So this pragmatism concept is that there is a progressive and democratic nature in should be in educational setup. There, everybody should get approached. Everybody should get opportunities to accept themselves, to show themselves, to express themselves throughout their action. Is this action should be progressive in nature? It should be some developmental stages, and also is emphasized in the educational system that when they will do something, it should be learning. Learning not should be rote memorization or by heart. You have to learn Ratamarana, not like that. It should be you are doing something, then you are learning something. Like in experiment, lab experiment. If you are doing something, you will learn something. If you do some project work, you will learn something. So in education system now, in every school, we can see that teachers are giving project work this and that. You have to do this. So this is this pragmatism concept is applied in the education system now. Problem solving, when teachers will do something and student will solve something. This problem solving, they will solve something. And social interaction, the social interaction of that among themselves, there should be some activity, group activity, those should implement in the classroom situation. Now here in the educational setup, this pragmatism emphasizes the development of human will. What is your will? What is you want to do? What capability you have to solve a problem? Those also have to be undertaken. And pragmatized views education is the process of experimenting and learning. So they are saying that you have to do experiment something, and when you do something, you will learn something. And they advocate a curriculum that focus on social science. In social sciences also there will be some of the group activities and vocational education and project-based learning, as I said, democratic citizenship. So these are the pragmatism concept. So now in the contribution, what they are doing in the actually. So pragmatism encourages the use for empirical evidence, logical analysis, again critical thinking, same like earlier. And pragmatism, curiosity, inquiry. Pragmatism helps us to gain relevant and useful information, knowledge and wisdom from our own experience and action. Our own action and experience. This is the main relevant part. So we will talk about the pragmatism already we discussed. We have already talked, right? So Marxism here, Marxism concept, philosophy there. Marxism, they are saying that the Marxism social, political, economic and philosophical. Their social aspect will come, political aspect will come, economic aspect will come. So that was actually the Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels in 1948. They have written one book. In the 19th century, they are saying that this Marxism, there should be some philosophy. Thus, Marxism, they analyze the historic effect of capitalism on labor, productivity, and economic development. And arts argues that a worker revolution is needed to replace capitalism with a communist system. Here, Marxism, they are saying that there are some of the historical effect like capitalism. Why this labor, what is their benefit, what they will get, and how much they product, how much the things they create. the consequences they were, economic, how much they develop. So in education system, it is that emphasize the development of the human consequences and liberation from oppression. Okay, they should understand that concept education there should be any oppressed by the teachers or anything, that they should be very human conscious. They should be very aware about this thing. And Marxist views in education process of transforming and emancipating the masses from the dominant ideology. In the traditional classroom, teacher-centered classroom, where we can see whatever teacher looks at, they have to write. Whatever teachers think, they have to do. These are this enforcing something. But in Marxist, they said they should be free from thinking. They should be transforming. Masses should not be, those group of the people should not be dominant within the system, by the system or by the concept or by the ideology. So they advocate the curriculum like history, economics, political science, sociology, and critical theory. Okay, so they are in that system. Now in that knowledge information, how it can be developed. Knowledge by providing a dialectical and methodistic approach to understand the world. And Marxists encourage the use of historical evidences. There are so many historical evidences there, so by that they will understand. And what is the background and logical analysis and class struggle. What is the poor people and middle class friendly and higher people, those things they will understand. Marxism also foster awareness, critique, and action. So Marxism helps us to gain the relevant and critical information, knowledge from our own experience in society. Okay. So now last, I think this is last, yeah. Now we'll discuss the existentialism. Existentialism means exists, not existent. Existent, we see the existent means what? There is some exist. But here, this existent, what kind of existent? I am there, I am existent. Now, what should be my freedom? So in existentialism, there is you are existent, so you should have freedom. You should have freedom of choice, something. So there should not be something that we should have outside. Okay. So here they are talking about the whole reality is based on the individual existence and choice, other than any predominant or external factors. There shouldn't be anything to enforce them, like from teacher, from family, something. You have to study science, you have to become doctor. This should not be there. Existentialism saying that you should be free from any kind of force from the family or from the others. So existentialism believes that there are no inherent meaning or values in life. There is no value in life, but only those each person create for themselves. Those values, those meaning for they are for their own benefit, for their own self. So one of the key philosophers there, Jean-Paul Sartre. So we live in 20th century and proposed the concept of radical freedom, which statement that human beings are always free to choose their action and define their essence. Okay, human being, what I am going to do, what I am going to become, whether I will marry or not, whether I should study science or arts or commerce, whatever it is your choice. It is your freedom to choose anything. This existentialism they are talking about that. They certainly also find that bad faith, which refers to the denial of one's freedom and responsibility by conforming social norms or expectation. Now in the family, all are saying that you should become doctor. You should not. The girls, you should not. The boys, you should not become a nurse. Okay, the boy want to study nurse. Okay, GNM, after MSc, BSc nursing, MSc nursing, after the high post in the nursing department. So now here, when there is a family is denied about his or her own freedom, that there is a social or practices, social norms imposing that this is the bad faith. Okay, that's okay. Now here we can see the educational field, development of the human freedom, a responsibility, existence of education is a process of finding and exploring one's own authentic self. Now in that project work the student has provided why? So that they can express themselves. Whatever they write, it is accepted. So now here that in the teaching learning process, teacher should be some work something in choosing the topic. What you want to do in assignment. This should be there. Teacher should not give this topic, you should go for that. No, this should not be like that. So there should be then something very, they can choose, they can able to think, they can able to write like that. So they advocate a curriculum that focuses on literature, art, psychology, philosophy, personal reflection. These are there for students, their own existence and development. Then contributes for information how encourage the individual experience, intuition. When you try again and again, you will able to understand that, and creativity, focus fosters awareness, critique, and action. Existentialism helps us to gain relevant and meaningful information, knowledge from our own experience and choice. Thank you so much. Thank you all.